Hey guys, welcome back to another freaking episode of NFL Bell, and it's
Playoff
Wild
edition.
Card Weekend. Wild Card Weekend. You guys don't know how excited I am for this. Lou, what's Gucci?
Well, happy New Year to everybody. If I haven't said that already, I'm looking for my notes. They're somewhere over here. Oh, fuck it, I know my notes. Yeah,
You want to know something
dude,
funny?
it's the playoffs, dude. Look, I'm happy that MMA is back as a guy that does content for UFC, but also it's the fucking playoffs, dude. And more important,
Uh-huh.
like there's UFC every weekend. There's not playoffs every weekend. I mean, for the next few weekends, sure, but yeah,
I
dude.
get it.
And the Giants are in the fucking playoffs, dude. Like,
We gotta do it at the same time.
we
We gotta do it
made
at the
it,
same time.
dude. I don't care, man. Look, I'm
We
not.
gotta do it at the same time.
What are we doing?
3, 2.
I don't know what I'm doing.
The
Man, unbelievable. Not look. It's just they've been so bad last few years. It's just so nice to see him. Like, I'm just not gonna win the Super Bowl, but it's nice. Just one accomplishment for like on paper a very bad team. Like a very, very bad, a very we're a bad team on paper, dude.
How dare you disrespect
By the way,
Horsepower? Danny Horsepower. How dare you disrespect him?
you know I'm just taking. By the way, you know I'm taking the Hodgins over. I'm just spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
spoiler alert. I'm 100% hitting this prop. The
I'm
books
going
just
to
don't
full 2
fucking
units
get it
on
yet.
the bad boy.
Should be his number should be 75. All right, but anyway, go ahead.
You know what's funny? While I was on vacation this weekend, I did a live stream.
Oh,
Apparently,
fancy
I was
pants.
very, very drunk.
Roulette.
And I might have been under the influence of something a little magical that grows from the ground.
Yeah,
And
yeah, buddy.
and I
Live
had
a little.
this saved. I did a roulette live
You did a
stream.
roulette live stream, dude. You know, I thought you were on crack.
I was
No,
destroyed.
I didn't see it when you did it, but I saw like a tweet. I'm like, is he on crack, dude? Like, what the? I'm like, this is like, it was so out of your character. Like, I was like, oh shit. Like, I just saw it too late. I'm like, oh shit, he got reckless. Like, dude, I've done that shit on our channel. And you know, like, I'm like Brady, like, I trust Brady with like literally my life. And it's almost like I don't want to disappoint him. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I've done shit on that channel. I'm like recorded late. And I'm like,
Honestly,
I'm like, Brady, should I? And I'm like, Brady, if you want to pull it, like, I won't be upset. Like, and I'm like, sorry for, it's like I'm getting my dad out of, I'm like, hey, dad, man, can you like,
you did, Evan. You did, Evan. Well, I have a future video idea now.
oh, by the way, I have a message for Evan. Fuck off, pal. No, I like Evan, but fuck you. No, you know why? Do you know why what he's talking about?
Why?
Because I'm sick and tired of being just a pretty face and the funniest dude in the community. I'm gonna show you all I'm the best this year. I'm winning Brady's shit, but more importantly, I have entered the Gordo MMA Ironman competition, the true test. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have. It's a good thing I have two shoulders, Wiz. I got the belt for Brady's league, where I beat all you motherfuckers, and then I could do it like the fucking three banditos, and have my MMA Ironman championship that Gordo will present at my feet.
You're just lucky I'm not in there.
So Zucker,
no, because I don't know DFS.
So Zucker, he's immediately like, I can't submit a lineup the first week. Let's get to the NFL, Wiz.
Let's do this. So,
oh shit!
Here are the odds. Odds are on the screen. That's not the first game, is it? It is. So we have the 49ers at home going against the Seahawks. 49ers are 9.5-point favorites. Obviously, we all think the 49ers are going to win. Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to put it out there. I already have a teaser locked in. You guys can probably guess who it is. But for props, I know we were talking about this earlier, but
public teaser.
Huh? It's a very public teaser,
It's a
that's for
very
sure.
public. It's literally. I've seen like 9 tweets this exact same play.
Can you
I
guess
get
what
it.
it is?
Come on, and also I think it's pretty safe. I think it's
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe.
I think it's pretty
Bills,
safe.
Niners, and Bengals, pretty
I
easy.
like highly recommended. It's not like
Mhm. But for me, what I've noticed since Brock Purdy is taking the wing for quarterback, he's been pretty good and pretty accurate. Now his
pretty
favorite target,
pretty good.
his favorite target's been George Kittle, and this over on the receiving yards, whatever it is, I will be taking that. And just due to the game script of what I think this is going to be, which is a blowout, I will be taking the McCaffrey rushing yards over because I think it's just going to be a blowout, and McCaffrey will be used all the way up until the fourth quarter, just rushing the ball, wasting time. But that's all for me. Whatever the first half team total is, as long as it's under 14, over 13 and a half, I'm taking it. It's automatic.
I am like huge on the overs this week with this game, and Wiz, I'm bringing this is the playoffs. I'm bringing the heat. I'm bringing the heat analysis. I only got 6 games too, so like spend a little time on these.
Yeah, we could spend some
games.
time.
You know I hate spreads like this. These are not like just I just don't like getting invested with shit like that. I don't. Unless it's college football. Pros, anything over 7, I always kind of like teaser piece, sure. But whatever. But this over, I fucking love this over. Like all day. First half over is 20 and a half, minus 115. Full game over. Look, man, I don't know what to make of Seattle. They've shown some flash of brilliance, whatever. But I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk about San Francisco right now. Their secondary has looked like absolute fucking dog shit the last couple of weeks. The Raiders, Jared Stidham just bombed. The whole playbook was bombed to Adams. And it worked every fucking time. I'm not saying Adams isn't good. That should honestly just be the playbook against everybody. The Minnesota Vikings did it for years, like Cunningham to Moss. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. They could get like 12,000 yards in a year if they really wanted to. Because it was caught or it was pass interference. It's an unstoppable play. Just every play should have been cutting. They went 15-1. They lost because Gary Anderson, South African, because that guy fucking missed. The one kick he missed all fucking year was in the NFC Championship game, and Atlanta got in the playoffs. Like,
It's only fitting.
no, well, like, dude, I got some like real. Dude, I'm old enough when he was in like Tecmo Bowl. I'm like, South Africa. So like, I hate him for like. I think my buddy kicked the field goal on the win like a tight. I'm South African. That's fucking asshole. Sorry, dude. Tecmo wounds. You ever played a football league with your buddies like on video games? Fuck them, dude. You remember? Oh, you remember every like bad loss you ever had?
Yeah,
My
what
buddy.
was that one bad loss that we had this season?
Hold on.
It was definitely off of a extra point miss.
I'm
It was
talking about video game stuff. Did you ever play
oh,
Tecmo Bowl?
Lou, I think you might be in your 40s, and I don't remember that.
Evans, I bet, I
With
guarantee, goddamn to
with
you,
no disrespect.
I guarantee, goddamn to you that people watch this know, but I'm just telling you this right now. The last play of a championship, my buddy went 16-0 with the Colts. Their quarterback was Jeff George. They were the second worst team in the game.
2 first names?
Only, huh?
He has 2 first names.
Dude, Jeff George is like legendary. But they were the second. I'm saying is he had like the best season ever with. We always like pick teams in the same division. I was the Jets. He was the Colts. The Colts. I beat him on a 70-yard run last play of the game. If you understood Tecmo Bowl, the fact that I ran the ball and didn't call pass or in a bomb to win. Dude, we lived in the same room in college. You know, roommates. He didn't talk to me for like 4 fucking days. I had to buy the best weed I could find.
Evan refuses to agree with you.
Yeah, but it's like it's because he's like emotional. It's not. He knows I'm right. I like the over for the game. I like I'm with you. I think I like McCaffrey over. It's gonna be. By the way, it's gonna be 54 degrees, 11-mile-an-hour winds. In case everybody was curious, like, because I had to look that up because I'm like, I wanted to know if like I think Purdy's gonna Purdy here, and yeah, they're gonna score 30 points. Like, but
Pretty easy. I think they covered the over on their own. That's why I'm just taking the 49er overs because why would I
what
want to risk or why would I
what
want to bank on the Seahawks scoring a touchdown only in this whole game? That's
But dude,
probably what's going to happen.
because Seattle's defense is look, They can't defend him.
His ass.
It's yes, but
Yes.
the way the Niners are getting beaten these last 2 weeks is on deep balls. Not and the Seahawks have two good threats down the field. So Gino's biggest problem is he's holding the ball too long. But which look, if I'm masturbating, holding the ball too long is probably all right. But if you're quarterback, like terrible problem. And he's getting hit a lot and he's not making decisions. I don't think he's making decisions fast enough. I think eventually it's dude, Seattle lost a lot of their games down the stretch. You know why? Because it was Geno Smith. They won a lot of their games because Geno Smith did awesome. Then they lost a lot of their games because it's Geno Smith. So why do I assume they're going to be good here? But I've seen these. But Jared Stidham and David Blau are completing 50-yard bombs. They hit a 78-yard fucking flea flicker against the Niners, dude.
No, I mean, were they really taking that game seriously?
Well, I don't care. That play should never work, but that play shouldn't work.
Yeah, I get it.
Dude, and to AJ Green, the fourth receiver at this point. That play should never work. And it's well, the Niners just got owned. Dude,
Still
they gave up
covering that
28.
teaser line.
Dude, they gave up 28 points to David Blau. I think Seattle's competitive. I think the line's crappy.
I'm still taking that teaser.
But
So
as a teaser, sure. But I'm saying 9.5's crappy.
yeah,
9.5 is
crappy.
3.5 I like. 3 I like. Any of those
If my brother heard you saying this, he would be screaming in your ear right now, saying "Bang Bang Niner Gang" and BCB. You know who BCB is?
back.
You don't know who BCB is? The legend?
Vagina boobs.
Big Cock Brock?
Brock Lesnar?
He's
Brock Lesnar?
No, not Brock Lesnar. Brock Purdy.
I don't give a fuck about Brock Lesnar. All right, what we got next? Well, I know what we got next. Are we done with this game?
We're done with this game.
What picks do we give out, dude?
The overs for McCaffrey and Kittle.
I like the TD props for both of them too.
Yeah. Kittle TD is an automatic at this point.
It's plus 135. Look, McCaffrey's minus 150. Me and you did talk about the potential of a Mitchell prop. You and I just talked about that yesterday. That might be intriguing, and I think it's very intriguing. Well, he's healthy, and they're going to want to get him in this game. And
very nice.
It's not up yet.
Yeah, it's not up yet. So,
but I think anything it's hard to gauge what they'd price it at. But I gotta think it's gonna be no higher than 24.5. Or am I even shooting crazy with this number? Am I way off here? Or he's just coming back from injury. They're not you. And also you have fucking McCaffrey. So by the way, I don't so now he's the backup, not because he got hurt, but because he's not Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, exactly. He's a damn good backup. I know you struggled with this game a little bit. Do you want to start this one off?
No, because so here's what I wrote down. Because look, we know who the star of the show is. It's you. I'm only here to
It's a joint effort.
I'm like you're Magnum PI, and I'm I'm Higgins. You don't know what that is either. Oh, that's right, because you're a child, you motherfucker. No, because I know that my friend and partner on the show, Wiz, is when he feels strongly about something, and he told me he feels strongly. So you know what? I literally am gonna just follow the pick. I want to know what you think.
Give me Jaguars.
I don't know, dude. I'm just saying, the floor is yours.
Give me Jaguars money line. They played earlier this season, and the Chargers got absolutely ran through, demolished. But I have a sneaky one prop that's very sneaky. So obviously we know Travis Etienne is probably going to get his rushing yards. The Chargers are god awful when it comes to rushing defense. But then you got to look at the advanced analytics, and you see that Mr. Travis Etienne has been losing snaps and is only involved in 55% of the offense.
Jermichael.
And Mr. Jamichael Tasty, Jamichael Hasty. Give me that touchdown prop for Mr. Jamichael Tasty.
Oh, that's hot.
That's probably gonna be like a +5, +6. And I like it a lot because he's one of those power runners who will steal the goal line looks. Because Etienne is just not that kind of power runner. He's agile, he's good at jump cuts, but man, I really like the Jermichael Hasty touchdown prop.
Oh
If
man.
this hits, you guys are gonna come back here, and I need every single one of you to just be like, "Whiz, whiz."
Dude, I'm literally got like min chub right now. When I do like, because I do DFS, I do the weekly DFS for NFL, like, and I usually do like, and I do it by blocks. I don't know a bunch of fucking shit. But dude, him and P Ryan all year always been like crazy cheap options that like I think they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Because Hasty's he reminds me of like honestly, dude, Hasty kind of reminds me of Sproles.
Mhm. Yep,
Like,
exactly.
doesn't he? Well, dude, well, I think Darren Sproles was
Same
really
build.
fucking good. Like, that's a great, like, dude, that's not that's a great comparison. I think he's fucking good. And you know what? The Jags are starting to understand it. Dude, I don't even think it's like Etienne's bad. They're just,
Mhm,
dude, but what was it 2 weeks ago? They gave Etienne like 14 carries and he got like 100, like 30. Like, dude, this might be like trust in Etienne more, but ride the hotter hand.
mhm.
Do you know why I like your pick so much? Because I want to root for the Jags as a fan,
Yeah,
as just a fan.
yeah. We
And
like rooting for the underdog story. We like the bad teams winning for
well,
once.
well,
It's nice
also
to
I can tell you
see.
this. I can tell you this right now. Trevor Lawrence made me a ton of money in college. Herbert fucked up in big games ATS.
Mhm,
So I have way more love for Lawrence. And Lawrence, by all indications, it's nice to see a dude who like, dude, he was the number one pick. This kid,
let them ball.
no, he took a leap. He took a big
Big league.
taking the Jaguars to the playoffs. And by he's the main reason is not an accomplishment that I think should be taken lightly.
'Cause
And
they're god awful.
and can we talk? And can I just add one thing to your analysis? I'm sorry,
Of
I'm like
course.
fucking
Of
stoned. I
course.
never smoke weed. Now I'm like fucking sorry, so sorry for like sorry, bro. Uh this is like a mismatch coaching advantage. Like I dude, every week you and I do a show. I'm like, oh, the Chargers are like the worst. Every week I said they're the worst coach team in football. Dude, Doug Peterson has always run has always run playoff teams, and he's won a Super Bowl. Like, he's dude, he's you wanna hear a
They
funny
definitely have the experience advantage there.
hold on. All right. So I'm just with you on the pick. Can I tell you a funny story? Because it involves the Giants and Eagles. Like, it's my favorite in-person story.
Yeah.
Please. Because it involves Doug Peterson, but not as a coach, dude. As a quarterback for the Eagles.
Okay.
This was you ready? I'm taking you back to the year. It was McNabb's rookie year. So it was 99 or 2000. That's how far back I'm going. All right. Neither the
Shortly
Giants,
after Wiz was born.
hold on. The Giants and the Eagles were both terrible. Like when I was in college, like it was like the Giants made the playoff one year with Danny Cannell, and it's like, okay.
And now it's Danny Dimes.
And the Eagles, like the Eagles were like
Danny Horsepower.
the Eagles were like going through like awful. So they draft McNabb, but Doug Peterson was the quarterback. We went to my butt Crooked Steve, God rest his fucking soul, my best friend from college, died way too soon, but like both Giants fans. Steve is like, you'd fucking love Steve. He's the nicest guy. Everybody loves Steve. We go to this Giants game. Steve's like, doesn't say words to anybody except me. He was like getting into it with this fucking old guy. He's like, yeah, old man. He's like so out of his character. He's like, fuck you, old man. And he looked at me like, it's the best. The Eagles are winning by 10 or 11 with like 5 minutes left. He's like, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm like, I don't want to leave. He's like, fuck this. He's like, I'm not letting this old man win. I'm like, all right. Dude, literally the Giants score a touchdown. He's like, let's keep going. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. because the Giants needed to get like a 3 and out, like a miracle or whatever.
Mhm.
Like, and like the Eagles, like either fumbled on first down or fumbled the go. Like, but like we're like outside the stadium now, and it's like the Giants recover the fumble, and he's like, "Oh, the Giants kicked the field goal to tie it. We get in the car." I'm like, "Sure, you want to go back in?" He's like, "No, we're helping them." Literally, the Giants kicked the game-winning field goal as we like turned on 610 like radio, and he's like, "Best game ever. I didn't need to see the end." Like he's like, "We won them." He's like, "We are the reasons they won." He's like, and I'm like, "All right."
That's fucking
So I
hilarious.
always so Doug Peterson in my heart is like hysterical, but he's the better coach here, dude. And he's
Big time. It's a huge, like,
do you
coaching.
have to be the best athlete in the world to be the best coach? It literally never works out that way.
We've seen Steve Nash in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen
Garbaggio.
right. So let's go. I agree. By the way, Garrix is right that Mike Williams getting hurt is whatever. But like, in all fairness, I don't even rate him like, dude. Josh Palmer's, I think, pretty good, dude.
Josh Palmer is good, but the issue with
Like,
Mike
he's not
Williams
as good as
being
Mike
out
Williams.
is
He's not as good as Mike Williams, but
Mike
like,
Williams will catch those 70-yard bombs that Herbert
But
throws.
Palmer doesn't like he doesn't drop passes. Like he doesn't. Like look at his stats. He literally it's like it's if you look at him in DraftKings, he's one of those dudes like it's always like 4 targets, 4 catches. 6 targets, 6 catch, 5 catches. Like it's
Mhm.
never like he's never a well like when you like scout dudes to do lineups, a lot of times I just want to look at targets. Cuz like you could be like Romeo Dobbs and have 2 catches. But if you had 12 targets and like just whatever, it
Mhm.
means at least right. It means you're getting thrown to. So I can't get on Bellinger yet as a fantasy guy. It's like no, like I feel like he's going to be in the great history of Giants white tight ends like Bavaro,
He's gonna catch the
Shockey,
game-winning
Boss,
touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Shockey, Boss. Dude, these are like but I love these are like my favorite Giants that have ever played. Some of these dudes. When the Giants have like a big honky tight end, that's when they win Super Bowls. They've only ever won Super Bowls. And it's a god is Wiz, is it a goddamn shame that Shockey didn't win like a Super Bowl here?
It is. It is.
Oh,
Sadly.
dude, people fucking hated him unless you were a Giants fan. And then it was like, oh, like he was so fun to root for because he's like, yeah, dude, I'm gonna go out every night and like bang chicks, and then I'm ready to like murder fools. Dude, he was great, man. He's like, I'll show up when you need me and just annihilate shit.
And now we have Isaiah Hodgins.
How many bad games did Shockey really have? Like, I don't know. I don't remember like a game where I was like, oh man, he was terrible. I remember games that didn't throw to him a lot or they couldn't, but like, there's not one game ever I was like, man, he sucks. Like, he
Tough
was,
to say.
dude, he was like man among, dude, it's like a fullback. It's like a throwback, dude. Like, he'd catch a pass and just, he'd run literally at the defender. Like, that's what he wanted to do. Do you remember Jordan Lynch from college?
No.
Northern Illinois?
Mm-mm. I remember Marshawn Lynch.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop redirecting the show. I'm surprised you don't remember. Jordan Lynch he played for Northern Illinois. They
Is
were
he the
like,
brother of Marshawn Lynch?
no, he's a big white dude. It's like, but he's like he was a quarterback that was like 6'6", 250, but fast as shit. And he wasn't like a great quarterback.
Like Roethlisberger with wheels.
No, like Lamar Jackson, but like twice his size. Like that's what this dude was. And just annihilate, like, dude, they went like 12-0. They got ranked. Northern Illinois like is like a 2-10 team, 49 out of 55 years. Dude, he made them like he was like unsolvable. And then he went to the pros. He didn't even get drafted. Like they're like he's like a lesser Taysom Hill, but he played in a worse conference.
Only Taysom Hill could actually like throw consistently.
No, but okay, but imagine like Taysom Hill, but he played in like the fucking Sun Belt.
Ah,
So they got no, not the Sun Belt, but like whatever, like the MMA, like they had no idea how to defend this fucking dude. Like if he played for like South Carolina, they're like still a 4-8 team. But nobody had like, dude, He like step on fuckers, dude. It was amazing. Go check it out.
I'm,
Jordan
I'm
Lynch.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna look up some highlights. I have to. Now that you're mentioning and bringing
Oh
this guy
my
up,
god,
it's
dude.
so
I
good.
mean, you're like, how the fuck is this clown? But he was a beast, man. All right. So what we got next? Sorry, man. Let's stick to
Okay.
football.
Let's see next. I'm gonna let you kick this one off because I started the
Oof.
first two. Dolphins at Bills. Dolphins without, or I should say, Tua-less and Teddy Bridgewater-less.
Maybe.
I'm pretty
Officially?
sure.
Officially?
Not officially, but almost 90%.
Um, again, hate lines like this. I think that the public teaser is honestly fine. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I don't play narratives too much, but don't you kind of think we're headed toward like a Buffalo Cincinnati game at some point in this playoffs?
Yeah, it seems more than likely to happen.
I'll
They
tell you
need
what.
that rematch.
I'll tell you what the shame is that it can't be for the title game. I don't think
Mm-mm.
because if Cincinnati plays Kansas City, Cincinnati, dude, Joe Burrow, just
Whoa! We got this. And what's safer, Bills money line or Omar money line? It's gonna be Bills money line. I'm sorry, Omar money line. That's fucking ridiculous.
if you're betting Umar money line,
You
just
are a
you know what, just parlay it with like Bayern Munich money line the next time they play like a cup game.
yeah, and you bet a hundred
Parlay
bucks
and
for
Bo
free.
Nickel and parlay it with Bo Nickel, for maximum payout. Uh,
$100 to win $3.50.
so I don't know what to do here in terms of the prop market. Like I haven't truly investigated it, but there's one prop that I like fucking love, and I'm gonna show you right now, and I'm gonna show you why. And it's not here, you motherfuckers.
What is it?
Uh, I like whatever Jeff Wilson's overs are, and the
Hmm.
bigger and here, you know what the big reason is? I have I have insider knowledge for you, Wiz. I like saving my good stuff for you. Mostert's thumb is fucked. I don't know that he's going to be able to be a receiver, or I don't know if they're going to trust him to be the main ball carrier. His thumb is way worse than people realize. And Jeff Wilson is, by the way, is very capable of being like a 20 carry back
Yeah, I mean,
and
you
receiving.
remember with the Niners last year?
So I like all the Wilson props. Over receiving, over rushing. I think he's going to be a focal point of the offense, especially if you're getting Skylar Thompson, dude. Have to.
I like it.
But
I
I
like
don't like, but like, other than a teaser, yeah, and put that up
Tyreek
too.
is
I
hurt.
don't, yeah, but I look, I'm honestly more concerned with who's throwing to Tyreek Hill than like Tyreek
True.
Hill. Like,
Skylar Robinson is a quarterback that throws in slow
I
motion.
know he cost me fucking money in college too. Kansas State, the fucking asshole. I know all about him. Trust me. I didn't. He's a guy I
He
never got
throws
right.
in slow motion.
Dude, there's almost like nobody in college I went 50-50 on. He's like, oh, this fucking dude killed me every time. You know who? I was like 100% betting on Nick Foles, just overs. That team was like, with Dennis Erickson was like hilarious. They're like running a pro offense and like, we don't care about our defense. Every Pac 10 after dark, AKA, oh, fuck, I'm down like 200 today. I'm going to like irresponsibly bet this game. They were like, I'm out. My wife will let me back in. Like they were those kind of like dependable. Foles was dependable. They're like, we don't give two fucks about defense. We are gonna run like They ran a pro offense.
Dang.
Foles was just like
I
literally just.
haven't seen Foles in college.
Oh my god, dude! When the Eagles took him, I was like, dude, there's people that will vouch. I panicked. I'm like, fuck.
Do you
I'm
know
like,
that I've only been watching football
oh,
for the past 4 years or 3.5 years?
you realize there's a chance I could be your dad, age wise.
Age-wise, yes.
Not like the sex, but I mean like, and it's weird because Gordo's already my son. You know who's really my son? Evan Zucker's my motherfucking son. He's gonna be calling me daddy. Yeah, those are my props. I'm done.
Yeah, this game for me, I'm just having the Bills and the teaser, and then I like the first half team total. Same thing, as long as it's 13.5, I'm cool with that.
You
It'll
know
probably
what?
be
You
I
know,
think this one
Wiz.
might be a 16.5.
You know, Wiz. Clip this. Clip this for your channel. You're gonna clip this as a pinned tweet. You ready?
Yep.
You know what makes Wiz, among other things, such like an amazing gambler? He knows these lines are wrong. I'm gonna keep fucking doing it. I'm gonna keep fucking doing it. I'm gonna keep fucking doing it. Every week, Wiz does an over 13.5 he likes. And by the way, it's not unique to you. I play these lines all the time. You know I do.
Hmm.
But Wiz, you just keep doing it. You're like,
It's
okay.
like, why stop? Why stop? They're just so
You're
profitable.
like,
It's 2
oh, you're giving
touchdowns.
me 13.5? Okay. Like the Niners, last
You're
5
giving
weeks.
me you're literally giving me a quarterback that can throw with capable receivers and a capable running back and a decent defense to get
Dude,
stops.
I had over 13.5 on the Niners, like one of my biggest bet. Like that I completed a round robin. I told you that. I need
It's
this.
free
But you know what
money.
happened? You know what happened? David Blount throws a 78-yard touchdown. I'm like, awesome. The Niners immediately get the fucking ball. And what are they gonna do?
Exactly.
You know
That's
what
what
they're
I
gonna do?
loved.
And
That's
you know
what
what
I
they are
loved
right
about
now?
that.
You know what Kittle's annoyed. Because Kittle's gonna stomp on bitches. By the way, Giants would have, we would have liked the Kittle as a Giants fan.
I would have
He'd have been in
loved
that
to see
round
it as a
in that
Giants fan.
line of whiteys.
Yeah, he fits the white tight end
Oh,
archetype.
are we getting to the main event here?
The main what let me put him on. You gotta put the Silver Surfers on for this one.
Yeah? All right. We got
Oh. Whoa.
in the big time. Yeah.
It's
All right,
time.
Wiz, it's your turn to go first, but fair warning to everybody watching this.
Extreme
We
value.
are rooting for the Giants. Like we like literally rooting for the Giants. Or can we just talk
Extreme.
about the Hodgins prop before you say anything? It's 44.5.
Well, that's the bet of the week.
All right, you do your thing, dude. Then I'll talk about Hodgins and suck his cock. Do your thing, my brother. They're here for you.
Bet of the week. Hodgins receiving yards. Over. Over. Lou, give the people the explanation on this because you got
Well,
all
I've
the
been
numbers.
betting him every week, and like I don't know, the Darius Slayton props are always higher, but all the Giants receivers props like always suck. I don't know why they
God.
think that. Like these lines are still trained that they're going to throw to Barkley a lot. They throw to Barkley when when it's like, oh look, there he is.
Mhm.
But I'm still like, dude, I just had a conversation with the fucking Chronic Combat guys about like, what do you do with Danny Jones? And like, it's so difficult for this team because first 3 years he had no professional offensive lineman or like one. And now I think he has a line that's I think they have stability. I think it's going to get better. I think
Serviceable for sure.
no, I think you know how I know the O line's good now? Saquon Barkley didn't get hurt. Like that's how I know. They protected him. Because Saquon took like tons of shots the first couple of years. So guess what happens? Now they have no line. They ain't got no professional receivers.
And
Like
that's for next year.
Slayton, I'm saying is like, dude, Shepard gets hurt all time. I like what I've seen from Bellinger. Like, and that's dude, he's solid. And you know Dable loves throwing his tight ends because Knox was like you know how you think Hawkinson's elite. I'm
He
saying is,
is. It's not that I think he's elite. He is elite.
but I'm saying is Knox, but Knox's numbers were like just below Andrews. Like they
Yeah.
used, and they're throwing to him now, and he's like dude, he's another dude. He's dominant, man. He's a great run blocker, great receiver. I'm saying, so I like Hawkinson. I'm saying, but I like what I'm seeing from Bellinger, from a guy I didn't expect much up from. When he's a good blocker. He's another guy. He loves contact. He loves you trying to tackle him.
Mhm.
Like now,
Evan,
is it?
if you do not stop, if
Evan
you
lives in
don't,
Canada. I don't know why he gives a
Galladay
fuck
is
about the
your
NFL.
best receiver.
Doesn't he live
Get
in
the
Canada?
fuck out of here.
He lives in Canada or like Detroit or some shit. It's the same shit. But Hodgins is like he's always wide open, But more importantly, like these last 2 games, his average. So I saw this great stat, like Amazon stats. It's one of like those kind of things. The average distance that a defender is at him each target now is shrinking, and he's just making more and more plays. It's
Yeah,
44 and a half, but
he's
he's
what we thought Kadarius Toney was gonna be.
no, he's like, how'd this happen? He's good. And more importantly, again, you get a guy that knows the coach's system before. That's why these look at Belichick for years, man. Look at some of the players and like people he brings in. It's always people that know how to do his system with the smallest learning curve. He's like, let's go. Dude, Corey Dillon became like fucking Dickerson, like Marshall Faulk. Like he knows how to unlock certain dudes, but
Mhm.
and look, I'm gonna bet the Giants money line because
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
It's gonna sound strange. I think the over's horrible play here. I I know how the last game went, but I think the Giants' whole thing is like the Giant. Like before
They're
you were
gonna
born,
eat Kirk Cousins
Wiz
alive.
Wiz. Before you were born, do you know why the Giants were awesome in like the late '80s and '90s, other than LT? Do you know what? Do you know what made the Giants awesome? They were the best at having 9-minute drives that ended in touchdowns. Like that's what they did. They could every time they ran the ball 4 or 5 yards, throw for 8, run for 5. Just like unstoppable offense. Phil Simms, like even Hostetler, just that's what the Giants did. This Giants team right now is doing that. Dude, the average Giants drive, the Giants don't get 3 and out a lot anymore. You know why? Because you have Saquon Barkley.
Mhm. A healthy Saquon Barkley.
I'm saying is worst comes to worst with Saquon Barkley in the lineup, you're 2nd and 6. That's your worst case scenario. Unless you call some like fucking bullshit Philly special reverse where you get like, or holding. Saquon's gonna make sure you're like, and dude, Danny Jones is a fucking stud, man. As a runner. I'm not betting his over on rushing yards because like I don't have a good history with these stats, dude. I think I'm 0 for Josh Allen. Like every time I bet Josh Allen's rushing yard, like killed. Every time I've not bet Fields, like I'm like God, like I can't figure out that like QB yards for
Field
whatever
is just
fucking
like
reason.
a auto bet at this
I've
point.
bet.
That's
You know what's
how
funny?
you
I've won
kill him.
money. I've won money on Danny Jones touchdown props because
Mhm.
they love that call in the red zone. But I never win his rushing total. I'm like, all right. But I'm betting the Giants. I'm biased. I don't give a fuck. And Hodgins over. Like
I am fully
it's
prepared.
gonna be 70 by like if the Giants. I'm telling you right now, by like week 4 next year, it's gonna be 70. And I don't care if they add a receiver. I think Hodgins is like I don't think Slayton's good. I never thought Slayton's. He's just like a guy.
No, come on. I like Slayton.
I think Hodgins is like yeah, but I think Hodgins is like super talented. And do you know who? And do you know who people I trust? Like my very few contacts. The one guy the Giants need the most, contract versus like situation, whatever. They said their highest graded receiver is Brandon Ayuk. That they think he's about to become like super paid and like the next guy. And I got to tell you, everything I've seen from Ayuk, I love.
Yeah.
But the Niners can't lock him up. Their money's tied into.
Is this his final year?
I think it's like a
I'd love that.
restricted. I think it's restricted, but I think he's. But dude, I think he's the receiver the Giants could get in free agency. And then, like you did, you just draft a bunch of fucking fast dudes and say, which one of you assholes can catch it? Like, all right, let's move. But go Giants.
Yeah, no, 100%. Go Giants. I'm betting that money line.
Let
I'm fully prepared to be wasted
I'm
because
gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna set you up for this to be amazing while I be back in 3 minutes. But you
all
leave
right,
this
all
one
right,
off.
all
You
right.
leave this one off, but tell the people the QB news because they're lying to us or they ain't lying to us. But you've heard these rumors, right? And also, they keep calling him Snoop Huntley, man. They got to stop this shit. His name ain't Snoop Huntley. You got to
Who's the
earn.
third string quarterback? I keep forgetting his name.
Don't you, Anthony? Whatever.
Anthony Smith,
But
Anthony
dude,
Jones, Anthony.
don't you have to earn the? You can't just start calling yourself Snoop.
No.
You have to. Well, he's Tyler Huntley has to. Right. Tell the people why he's an asshole, and then I'll be right back.
Well, yeah, Huntley has been self-proclaiming himself as Snoop Huntley, and that's why Lou hates him. That's pretty much the gist of it. But Snoop Huntley won't be playing this game. It's the backup quarterback or the third backup, Anthony something, who I've never heard of in my life. Lamar Jackson is not trending to play this game. He's they're being cautious because they think they could probably try and sneak this game out. But yeah, Lamar cannot play. So yeah, the Bengals, as I said, they're in the teaser, the third leg of the teaser, third and final leg, I should say. So it's the Bengals money line, pretty much, or plus a half. But that's not going to help in a playoff game because it has to end in a winner. So I love the Bengals. Obviously, you guys know we always bet this one prop every single week on the Bengals. It's T. Higgins. T. Higgins touchdown. It's usually around plus 180 to plus 220, depending on the book. He just seems to get the red zone looks more often than not. And at those odds, I'll take the gamble of Joe Burrow throwing to Jamar Chase rather than T motherfucking Higgins.
I've
So
taught I've I've taught you nothing. It's T motherfucking Higgins.
I mean, yeah, you're the one that's gonna say that. I'm just gonna say T motherfucking Higgins.
You know how I talk all the time about how I hate spreads like this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bengals just they're gonna fucking murder the Ravens, dude.
And I'm still gonna rob the books again here. First
You,
half
you,
team total.
you know why the Bengals are gonna murder them? A, we're getting Bengals Bills. It's just happening. And
Yep.
B, dude, since we started the show, because you didn't believe in them before I did. I know that for a fact. I kept saying, like, oh, first couple weeks, just wait with the Bengals. Like, there's something, they're off. It's all right. Dude, if you tell the Bengals, you could argue the Bengals are the best team in the NFL the last 10 weeks of the season.
Yeah. Them and the Niners.
Like, the only thing that's killing the Bengals right now, strangely enough, is McPherson. Like, he went from, like, I can make every
So
fucking
weird.
kick to, like, he's having a weird year. I think he's really good, though. And I think, like, maybe, like, being in the playoffs, he's like, all right, what's up, bitches? Like, honestly, I think he might be like, wait, he might be one of those assholes, like, wake me up when the playoffs start. Like, he might. But, dude, I know La'el Collins is out. Like, dude,
That's fine.
no, you know why it's fine? Because, like, I mean, yeah, see, Evan knows. T motherfucking Higgins. I mean, I like am a Burrow fucking truther. I just think he's like, dude, he's everything.
You think he's the second coming of Brady.
Dude, I would suck cock if the Giants had him. I think he's the best QB in the league. And not only that, I like everything about like everything about him outside of that. Dude's like swag, motherfucker. And then he's like, oh, I just gave like 5 million to charity. He's like Bono, but he plays QB and he's like awesome. Dude, I fucking love Burrow. And he's gonna just and they're not gonna they're gonna run up the score here, dude. Dude, they
Yeah,
were running up
they're gonna
dude,
prove a point.
they were running up, they were like running crazy plays in the fourth quarter against them last game when really the game was over. And then they were calling timeouts to get the ball back. Like, and Baltimore started doing, they're like, all right, they're like, what's up, dicks? I think since he's gonna like, I do. I think since he's gonna just murder them, dude. And what am I? Oh, fuck you, dude. Hey, get Evan on the stream.
He's not wrong. This is like some sus shit.
That like, since he can't crush. What
No,
sus
no,
shit am I?
no.
What does sus mean?
You don't
I'm
know
an
what sus
adult.
means?
Suspect.
Suspect, yes.
I mean, I could guess. I'm not an
Yeah,
idiot. I'm
but
just not. I'm just old.
I
I don't know how
mean,
to use is based. I don't know how to use based. Is that like based is a thing?
that's based.
You're the fucking worst. I think. Or thank you. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know I don't
Oh,
get it.
thank
Like
you.
I just honestly thought it was biased misspelled. And I'm like,
No, it's based.
I'm like, you motherfuckers can't spell. No, I speak the fucking truth. Cincy Buffalo is like, it's gonna happen, dude. I'll suck it, dude. Hey man, I ain't gay, but $20 is $20. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying.
Let's go. Next.
Last game on the
Last.
slate. We got the Cowboys at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are 2.5-point dogs. And I'm gonna let you take this one.
Yeah.
Do you think the legend of Tom Brady carries him?
Of course, I think Tampa Bay is the play here. I think the money line is the play. This plus 2.5 is like a fugazi, as we say. The Brotherhood. It's a fugazi line. Like they're just begging you to fucking take Dallas here, dude. Like, right? Dude, do you see how bad Dallas looked
Or is
last
it?
week? You see how bad Dallas looked last week?
Yeah, but
But
I
that was a
don't
game. Yeah,
talk
but but dude, the game meant something. And dude, the Eagles didn't like dominate the scrubs of the Giants. Like, I mean, the Giants made it a game. Like, it's the Eagles didn't like cruise. No, I'm saying like the Giants were just dude, the Giants backups. Like, I know Hurts is like rusty, whatever, but dude, that's not a great look for the Birds to win by 6 against this fucking shell. The Giants'
It's
first team is
Lawrence Kager.
dude, the Giants' first team is like questionable at best in terms of talent. Like the Eagles blew them out. The second team, like fucking, but I think
We had internal problems, I guess.
look, man, I don't read in this whole thing. Oh, is Mike Evans fixed? He got a lot of catches against Carolina. Is he fixed? No, because he's had 6 touchdowns in like, and he had 3 in each game that he got the touchdowns. Like, but I mean, Brady knows he's got to like fucking just bomb it to him in this game. Like he knows that's got to be like Brady. Remember that Arizona game that like you and I like we were gonna like murder a human being that we had to
Yeah,
watch that. It was
yeah.
like Christmas. It was like Christmas night, right?
It was yeah.
It's like I think it was Christmas. It was a Christmas night game. It's like for fuck's sake, this stupid fucking game. I don't think Brady threw a pass more than like 7 yards. Like he just wasn't even like looking. He wasn't even like he was so in his fucking head. And then once Arizona took the lead, he's like, "Oh, what's up? What's up, bitches?" Like, but he threw to Evans in those last 2 drives, and then the Carolina game, like, and Evans is dude, he's fucking awesome. How have you not been doing this? So I think Brady now is like, I'm just every like 5th play, I'm just bombing it to him. I think he has to. So, and like Dallas kind of, there's something wrong with him. Like, right? This whole
Here's the
year, they're
thing.
like, they think they seem like they're going to be all right. I'm like,
Here's the thing. It's like it's this is not going to be more than like a 1 unit bet for me, but I'm taking the Cowboys. I have
dude,
to.
you're crazy. You're,
The thing for me is
we
look,
got we got to
the
make a
Dallas
bet. We got to
defense,
make a bet. Not you and I will figure it out on the sly. Not
Chewy.
like not monetary. Like
It's a
like we
shoey.
you want to do a shoey?
Let's do
I'll
a
get.
shoey.
I'll tell you what. Do a shoey. I know I don't need to give you the points, but just outright, it's 2.5 is fine.
All right.
Look, if Dallas wins by 1, how about this? If Dallas wins and doesn't cover, we'll
Gordo
both
does a
bet.
shoey.
Gordo does a shoey, right? But you and I will both do 1.
Okay.
I mean, if Dallas wins by 1, yeah, fuck you, dude. Like we're both doing a shoey. But I think Tampa wins. So because the league is fucking rigged, dude. Because the league
If
is
the league
bullshit.
was okay, if the league was rigged, Aaron Rodgers
Rodgers, no,
would
they
win a
hate
bunch.
Rodgers, dude. No, because Rodgers is like anti-vax, and he's like, dude, Rodgers is a crackpot.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
he's a crack.
Brady and Brady screwed up his family.
What do you like props here? What are you leaning for props?
Props, it's tough to say. I don't like
Well,
anything on
we don't have any
the Bucks.
numbers up,
I
so
don't like
that's
anything on the Bucks at all. Uh, Cowboys, probably Zeke rushing, as long as Pollard is out. I'm not sure if Pollard is still out or not.
no. He played last week.
Yeah, that's true. Then
Look,
no, then no props.
you have to bet Zeke TD because he's the red zone guy, and this last week was like, I think he's 6 out of 7 now. I think it was like 6 straight games he scored. Like they know what they're doing. Like if they get that far, like that's
Yeah,
the plan. So Zeke touchdown's going
and
to be,
CD yards.
but you're going to get
I
but
don't
you're
rate
going
the
to get Zeke.
secondary of
You're going to get
Buccaneers.
Zeke TD at like even money or like plus 110. Like for a bet that I think like all Dallas has to do is get like within the 10-yard line. Dude,
I'm
Malik, I
sorry,
know.
Evan. Malik Davis, and he probably won't see the ball.
Evan, by the way, and I'm saying this like Evan and I, like when we talk fantasy, like Evan and I are funny about like we're always looking at like the obscure, like, dude, again, Shaheed, I'm like, oh, you got to play somebody cheap tonight. Like, he knows. Like that's probably my gift. Like finding the scrub. Like I'm like, oh, Racing McMath's gonna pay off his 200, or like it's the fucking like well, Luke Davis was like he was $200, and I'm like, you got to play him because they thought Pollard was gonna play, and then like, yeah, he knows him, dude. Evan knows, man. Like now I never win, but like, because Colin Morikawa is a dick.
Oh, my nephew's right in front of me. What's up?
What's up?
What's up? Hey, what's up?
Say what's up to Uncle Lou.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
You want a piece?
He this is like my child.
That's your Uncle Marty? Marty good.
You call me Uncle Matt.
Uncle Dad.
Uncle Dad. Oh shit. Oh shit. Sorry.
This is my long lost son. Yeah. Bad curse words are tomato. Tell him you said a tomato right now.
You said a tomato.
I'm putting it in the
Go
corner.
downstairs. Go downstairs.
I'm paying the swear jar.
Yeah, we got him a PC and he's psyched about it.
Well, let's take this shit home. Now he's out of the room. I can curse. All right, that's pretty fucking funny.
Tomato. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining in. Let's profit. Let's make some money.
If you're watching the show, you know that we make you money.
There was only like one bad week, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I had like 12, dude.
Yep. So if you haven't already,
you know, this is my best sport. Like when I went over the year stats, NFL is my best. This will probably not. You want to guess what my worst was? It probably won't surprise you. I'll give you a hint. It's what I do all week, every week, for a year.
And it's surprising, but I think
MMA is. You know why? Because I lose a lot of money on like nonsense props. Like I'm I'm saying it's like a
props that much. Don't do too many props.
Yeah, but also, well, no. I'm saying no. I'm talking about like the round 3 subs. Like, no, dude, there's a lot of tickets. I love those. You kidding me, dude? You know, I throw $5 on them, $10. Like, I'm not like fucking hitting, whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
These are like, because then you hit them and you're like, I'm a goddamn legend. Like, Kyler Phillips round 3 sub, 35-1. But, dude, Evan, man, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna end this show before you and Evan actually get into a fist fight.
It's too late. I already have feelers out. All right, follow me on Twitter later. Yeah, all that shit.
We'll catch you guys next week for round 2. Peace.